Holy moly!
It's a hot afternoon here in Zimbabwe. We've been hunting all morning, and now it's time to head back to camp for some lunch and rest. But suddenly, we roll onto a miserable sight. Come on. It's a Sable antelope, stuck in the mud, drowning in a waterhole. With the exception of one nostril, his head is completely submerged in the mud.
Blood out here. Grab that leg.
It's just a baby.
Can we get some water?
We scramble to pull the baby Sable from the grave.
We'll just take it back to camp and try. Frank.
He gasps for air. His nose is jam-packed with mud.
Come, Frank. You doba munya manzi, that's it.
I assume that when he drank at the waterhole with his mother, he became stuck. His mother, totally helpless in the situation, finally left him for dead.
Look at him, poor guy. He was dying right there. It was it.
Your mama na hambi.
He's breathing better now.
We have to get some more water to clean up his nose and mouth.
Tina's starting to chew a little bit in it.
I'll sit back here with him.
Don't let it smell the blood.
At camp, everyone pitches in to help.
Baby Sable stuck in the dam. Oh, she's
it's barely alive right now.
Calm down now a little bit.
She's chewing and everything.
Come on.
Thank God y'all saved her.
Just take this out.
Wow. I mean, his head was completely under the mud. Like we had to go pull that thing out.
It was giving its last breath. My sister does orphan babies. We'll phone her just now and find out what medicine, because you got to give them sugar water and something, just to bring them back to normal. And then
put it in the shade. There you go.
Mega mineral. Drink. You're actually loving it, yeah.
Poor guy. That must have been just terrifying. When we went up there, we were kind of pulling them out. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw this big in the pool. I thought, tell me there's a freaking crocodile in there. We're about to...
As the water pours over this little antelope, he seems to show a little bit more life.
Want me to take him in the yard?
Yeah, I think we just take it in, away from the dogs, in the shade.
I'm so glad y'all came along, man, I tell you. I mean, that's just awesome, what you're doing.
It's cool.
Upon further inspection,
He's just covered.
it's clear he is completely covered in ticks. Jimmy Derringer steps in to help wash and pick the blood-sucking parasites off of him.
Ticks. Many ticks.
It's a nasty ordeal, but it feels good to help this little guy out.
That's his name.
Phone calls are made to locate supplies and a vet or some other experienced person that can help us save this calf.
Well, I rescued a baby sable this morning out of a mud. It was stuck in the mud, a tiny little guy.
If the proper food is not found within the next 6 to 8 hours, this little sable will die. The only consolation is that at least he won't be dying from drowning in a mud-thick waterhole with vultures waiting to rip him to shreds. After he's cleaned up and looking refreshed, we can all breathe a sigh of relief. This has to be one of the cutest animals I've ever seen. I want to fly this little guy back to Texas with me, nurse him back to health, and name him Kama. But this young sable isn't a Disney character or some cartoon.
Will that work?
In my opinion, to cuddle him is to kill him. His heart beats to the wild of Mother Nature's pulse. And as much as I pray that this sable will make it, I accept the facts of Mother Nature's harsh realities, where most perish and few survive. Welcome to Africa. You can check your denial at the door. Razor Dobbs Alive is